What is spiritual people's obsession with acting enlightened or pretending y'all are enlightened? Okay, please explain this one to me, okay? Because I've been getting this all day on YouTube and now on here as well. You're an oracle. Act more enlightened. Have some more empathy. Be in your heart. While talking about a man who literally believed that empathy was a new age concept that causes a lot of harm and that we shouldn't have empathy. And also made apologies for genocide, okay? Literally said that the children dying in Gaza were because of Hamas and showed for Israel. Y'all know, okay? Y'all know all the things that he said, okay? People who are crying about him, about the staged ritual, performed on the 11th of September, are conveniently ignoring all the horrible racist things that he said during a live stream genocide. Okay, I had to bust the incense out for this one. People trying to gaslight me by saying that I'm an oracle, so I should be acting more enlightened. Y'all don't know the first thing about what it means to hold this energy, to be an oracle or a priestess. Let me tell you something, okay? The path of the priestess is about alchemy, okay? That means uniting and integrating polarities, polarity integration. That means you have to do a lot of shadow work and you have to integrate all sides of yourself. The feminine path, it's about sinking in, okay? It's about grounding. It's about embodying your emotions. It is about fully embracing your humanity. You are not going to dehumanize me, okay? You're not going to put me or anyone else who is saying, please stop begging us to care about somebody who didn't care about so many other people who are being slaughtered right now, okay? And provoked a lot of division. And personally, I'm wondering now if the whole persona was created for this ritual. But I'm not gonna speak on that, okay? There's other people who are breaking down the symbolism and everything, and I'm not gonna go there right now. I'm just going to talk about this concept that I should be acting more enlightened as an oracle. And if I want people to buy what I'm selling, I don't want you to buy what I'm selling, babes, okay? If you think that I should be acting enlightened and you think I should have sympathy for a white supremacist, please don't buy what I'm selling. You're not a safe person to be in any of my containers, okay? I'm trying to repel people who think that I need to perform for them, okay? Like, you don't just get to be in my containers or work one-on-one with me, okay? You have to be selected and approved, okay? And this kind of entitled behavior will get you completely deselected and blocked. But anyway, as I was saying, okay, when you put someone on a pedestal and say, oh, you're a spiritual teacher or you're a healer or a clairvoyant or oracle, you dehumanize them. Okay, you're literally, these people who came onto my YouTube today and said that I should be showing more empathy to the white supremacists that I've never even met and made really, really harmful comments about the people in Gaza, the children in Gaza, many of whom who I speak to every day who are currently trying to survive a genocide. Okay, that I should have empathy for him, when I don't even believe that I believe it was a completely staged ritual. You're not going to dehumanize me, okay? You're not going to deny me my humanity. You're not going to shame me into caring about the person that you think I should care about, okay? You didn't care when Israel assassinated the Prime Minister of Yemen. Did you even know? No, you didn't even care to know. You didn't even care to know, okay? And look, I have very limited bandwidth. I didn't make posts, this many posts about the Prime Minister of Yemen being assassinated, okay? I've cared more about this Charlie Kirk and speaking on it than I cared about the Prime Minister of Yemen being assassinated, okay? That's how much y'all demand us to care about your people, the people that are actively harming and exterminating people of the global south right now so that they can maintain their empire, okay? Because he was a tool of empire. We're not going to feel bad about it, okay? And you're not going to gaslight me into being empathetic towards a tool of empire, towards a mason, okay? He was a mason. He's been photographed throwing all the hand signs, okay? This wasn't a Christian. This was somebody who was part of the club. And I've heard all the stuff saying he was turning on them, okay? It doesn't take 2 years to turn on the club, okay? Look, I'll do a much longer video about that, okay? But this whole idea that you have to be so spiritual and be above it all, you're literally spiritually bypassing, okay? And you cannot move into higher dimensions if you ignore your own humanity, okay? And you pretend like you're above it all, or you just ignore the rawness of how you're feeling, okay? As I said, it's about descending into the body and being raw and real and authentic, okay? Embodying your sacred rage, okay? Embodying your anger, embodying your I don't give a fuck. Acting like you're spiritually superior because you can have empathy for somebody who did this much harm, when you know that you don't have the same level of empathy for the people that are being slaughtered in Gaza right now, and Sudan and Congo, and every day, hundreds of people, okay? Nobody has that much empathy, okay? We only have a limited amount of bandwidth and capacity to care about everyone in the world. And you're acting like you're superior because you can have empathy for somebody who doesn't even know that you exist. Like, be so real right now. Be so real right now, okay? It's so disingenuous, okay? You're not better than those of us who are loudly saying, actually, we don't really care because this person caused a lot of harm. You're not, okay? It's really disingenuous. And I keep forgetting what I want to say. If you can't hold space for people who are angry because they've been witnessing a genocide and they don't like that this person was cheering on the genocide, okay, the last couple of weeks he started questioning Israel. That doesn't undo the harm that he caused, okay, and all the other harm that he did to other groups of people. Okay, if you can't hold empathy for their pain and their rage and why they don't care that he's gone, or why some of them are even happy that he's gone. I'm not saying I'm happy that he's gone. I'm not celebrating his death. But I don't judge people who are, okay, because I have empathy. I have empathy with what they've been through because I've been watching for the last 2 years what's been happening on this planet, okay? You're not better. You're not more high and mighty and more enlightened because you have empathy for him and his family. And you don't understand why people don't, okay? It's you that lacks empathy, okay? Because you see yourself more in the family of a white supremacist than you see in all the people that are being harmed by the things that he said, okay? So don't talk to me about empathy, okay? I can feel a much longer transmission on this coming because I feel like I need to set some energetic boundaries, because some people seem to think that they can just come onto my YouTube channel specifically where I share my long form content and act like I work for them. Okay, act like I work for them and that they can just access my teachings whenever they want, that they can sign up for whatever I'm offering without being respectful at an absolute bare minimum, okay? No, you can't. No, you absolutely can't. If you talk crazy to me like that, you will not be approved to be in anything that I'm doing. You won't, like, I've refunded people for much less than some of the comments that I've received in the last couple of days. So, yeah, don't think that I'm trying to sell you anything, because I'm really not, okay? Only the people that are aligned with the message get to work with me, okay? Yeah, there'll be a longer transmission on this. I'll probably talk about it in the next podcast. But for now, I just wanted to share that little tidbit. I hope you are all navigating these very, very intense polarizing energies right now with grace. I'm sending so much love to all of you, not all of you, but those who resonate, okay?